shortly, but we are, in fact, going to get it going on here. Raid Hardpoint. Chewy, start us off.
Yep, let's get going on Raid Hardpoint. Now, I always like to jump on board with the team who's going to spawn down in that bottom garage area, just behind that building that you can see on your map right now as we do get things loaded. And the reason why I like jumping on board down here is we do see TEC are going to be the guys who are spawning down here, is because I love to see how they're going to push. Now, we saw TCM starting to spawn on this map, and all four of them made a really aggressive push towards the hill of the hardpoint, and nobody made that push towards the middle of the hardpoint, which I expected them to do. So, interesting to see. And there we go. Look, TEC doing that again. See two people going through arc, two people going towards the driveway, and they are going to get the initial few seconds there. But Epico managed to pick up a two-piece with that Semtex. Great plays on him. Got 9 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock pretty much. And yeah, great start.
Yeah, Wizards coming out strong, able to get in there, and it just seems like as soon as TEC takes that one player, another player from the Wizards team is going to be in there. StyleX right now in there trying to take it over, but he gets taken out, and that's going to leave Legend and two other people from TEC to be in there right now. An even matchup. Now, this first hill is always held. What in the world just happened here?
How did that? They all timed out at exactly the same time.
Wow, that is...
I have no idea what happened then. I'm not sure if they're using Skype or anything like that, and unfortunately they had some DDoSing issues or something could have happened maybe, but Wizards just got disconnected all at once. Wow.
That was weird. I've never seen that before.
Neither have I. Never.
There could have been wrong rules though.
But they all just left like at the split same second. Like it wasn't anything that like they all like started killing each other as you usually see when there's a wrong rule or something like that. They literally all just disconnected at exactly the same time. I'm going to try and invite them back, see if we can get them back in here as soon as possible, but that was pretty weird, Nick. I know our producer is in here, he does lots of good work for us. If you can try and find out what's going on with that, and hopefully we can get this started straight away. But let's talk about the game anyway, Taylor, because TEC made that push in there. They all went through driveway, and I wasn't really expecting it. I do like seeing people go towards that middle of the map, because I do feel it's a lot easier when you go through that zigzag in the square section to try and get control of the anchor position up by Laundry.
Yeah, you know, what's fascinating, I've seen a lot of the EU teams, what they do is they just like to push for that, really that first hill. And it's quite fascinating because you don't see that a lot in the American side. You see a lot of them, they'll try to push for the anchor position. But you know what, it's quite fascinating as a lot of the EU teams just push for that middle hill and just really try to be aggressive there and get as many points as they possibly can over there. You know, we've really talked about in the past that what we like to do, or what we like to see anyways, is that first hill. Just, you know, get your points, whatever you can get off that, but the main thing is to set up for the next hard point. We don't see that here. But you know what? As the game evolves, so do the players and the player strategies, so maybe that's what we're seeing. We're seeing evolution of the different strategies that go on between the two teams. But we are looking like we're getting Wizards back in here. I'm assuming it was wrong rules. That's what I'm thinking. If it happens again, then I'm going to think something's up.
Yeah, it could be something like that. I don't know if it was wrong rules because they all disconnected at exactly the same time, and that's very weird for something like that to happen. But it looks like the host is going to get the game going straight away. Styles actually hasn't got his mic in, so hopefully he's going to be happy to get this game going as soon as possible. And there we go, I can see the chat at last. Everything's working for me. I can't see the view count anymore, but the chat is back up, which is all good, so I can see everybody talking and giving us abuse, which I never like, but I'm kidding anyway. I love you all. But here we go. Same as before. Luckily the game wasn't too crazy at the start. There wasn't too much score, so it's not really going to impact anything too much, and we can get the game going as soon as possible. And
but hey, listen, I'm actually... Okay, well, this is... I don't even know what's going on here. But I'm getting word, actually, that the Wizards are in a gaming house, and they have the same connection. So that would explain why they all left at one point. So I'm hoping it's going to make... Really, I think it's hoping it's going to really help.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it could give them advantage, but right now can't even get a game going. So the Wizards need to think of something to really get it going and to even have a match.
Yeah, I mean, they did turn up late to this series. You know, people can be scrimming before we start a series, but we did think we were going to start this at quarter to 10. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the lobby going until about 10 past 10, which is a shame because I wanted to cast as soon as possible. I love keeping my casting grind going as much as possible. They did join late, so they may have been having connection issues beforehand, and they've joined the game and still having it now. But luckily, they're in quick communications with each other. You know, they don't have to Skype or tweet each other and say, what's going on, why aren't you in the game? They can literally probably look over each other's shoulder and see what's going on. But a gaming house, I didn't even know there was a European team in a gaming house. That shows how much I need to keep up with my research of European teams. So it's good for them to be able to do that, but it's not really working for them so far in this tournament if they're not able to join a game and stuff. And this is a big game against TEC. They've got to pull out some stuff. They were starting to look strong in the first 30 seconds of that hardpoint game, but we can't really judge too much off that so far.
No, I mean, we really can't. We haven't seen enough. I mean, the Wizards did, from what I've seen, were very aggressive, but that was only within the first 20 seconds. So, I'm not too sure, guys. I don't have mod status. Or I do have mod status,
There
but
you go.
well, no, but everybody's telling me like to mod them. I
No,
can't
we
mod
can't do
you.
that, unfortunately.
Only the person who's on the EGL TV account can mod you. So,
And you've got to be special. That's why me and
it
Taylor have got it. I'm kidding.
gotta be. I had to cast on here several times, so.
Yeah. We had to grind out. We had to do a lot of work to be able to get that little white sword with the green background next to our name, guys. That takes a lot of effort. I'm kidding. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but it looks like, I think it was Epico or something like that. I'm not too sure if that was him who's unfortunately left the lobby right now. We've still got everybody else, so just waiting for him to be able to come back, and hopefully we can get this game going as soon as possible. If we can get an update on that from the guys from Wizards, that would be cool. It looks like they're Spanish though, so I'm not sure how good their English are. I don't really want to message them and confuse them any further about anything.
Are they Spanish?
Yeah, apparently they're Spanish. I did see some people talking earlier in the chat that they're Spanish. I believe they are. If I'm wrong, I'm going to look like a complete idiot, but please correct me if I'm wrong. But guys, as always, I always love to ask for predictions in here. I'm sure we have some TEC fans in here. We may even have some Wizards fans in here. So guys, please tell me what your predictions are going to be. This is a best of 5 series. We are 15 viewers away from that 1,000 mark again. Let's get into 4 figures, and I want to see what people think the score's going to be. Taylor, I'm going to put you on blast and ask you what you think is going to be the score.
Well, I'm actually reading the chat right now, and Que Pasa Con Wizards, I'm telling you, I think really their connection is just not right now. So I think that's what's going on with them, in all honesty. You guys, if you guys live next to them, tell them, get their stuff straight. Let's get some better connection. But you know what? They do have a gaming house, Ravage, and I'm not too sure where it's located. Yeah, they do have a gaming house or Tagasa. So I don't know. Maybe it's going to pay off. Maybe it won't. But you know what? We're going to be getting started. It looks like, again, Wizards back in here. Hopefully they don't leave again. So, I don't know. Yeah. We'll see what's happened. But you know what? Off the first hard point, we're going to see probably the same amount of aggressiveness from both teams. Wizards, I think, had the advantage, actually, over the TEC squad in the beginning, but the TEC squad was heading back in there. But here we go. Is in fact going to be raid hardpoint once again. Let's get it going, bro.
Yep, let's get it going. We're going to jump on board again with a TEC time for the 3rd time. Come on, Taylor, this has got to be 3rd time lucky. It has to be. If not, I'm not going to be happy, man. There we go. Looks like everybody's been able to spawn in, and I'm going to see 2 seconds left on the countdown clock, and we're going to be able to get this game started. Looks like everybody's moving fine, so we should be all good. Hopefully the connection issues have been sorted out. I'm going to jump on board with the top of the scoreboard man, which is Legend right now, pushing towards the hardpoint. He's going to push towards middle here. He's got that submachine gun roll. Sees somebody over towards blue car. Does get a few hit markers. Unfortunately, does get taken out. TEC managing to get the first few seconds on the hardpoint as we see Moose and Realize in control.
Yeah, Moose doing an excellent job right there. Picks up an assist. He's just a hair away from that Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. But he's going to get taken out by Palooka there with a nice frag nade. Realize in here for his team, trying to hold it down as well. Knows there's a guy over there on Gray Van, but Mello is going to clean that up there. And we're seeing a different story now than we did in the beginning. At the beginning, it was, in fact, relatively close, but TEC running away with this so far. Mello on a 4-kill streak, working his way up towards his score streaks. 15 seconds remaining until we rotate over to Kitchen. And it's definitely getting intense so far. And look at this Mello. Hellstorm and a Lightning Strike working his way up towards the War Machine.
Can't really ask for much more of a better start from the TC lineup, especially for Mello there, as you say, on that 5-score streak, learned his Lightning Strike and that Hellstorm. So let's see if he can light up that 3rd yellow light there, as he has got that War Machine. Unfortunately, does get taken out, though, not able to get it, but those first 2 score streaks are going to come in big right now. Epico starting to go big, though. Let's jump on board with the guys from Wizards, as you see Epico about 2/3 of the way to his Hellstorm missile. He's on a 3-score streak, and he also just did pick up the 200 points for hitting it inside the half point. Score is currently 36-9, and here we go. Wizards starting to get their comeback going, and there we go. He's earned streaks as well. He's doing just as well as Mello. We were giving him a lot of love, and Epico coming straight back and going, nah, I can do the same, bro. I can do the same.
Yeah, Epico doing a great job. Mello has a Hellstorm now as he's used the Lightning Strike, but we do see the Wizards trying to come back in amazing fashion here. Epico trying to go big again, gets 200 points and 2 kill streak, but unable to connect. Now they have closed that deficit to around 20 points, but it is going to be TEC extending that lead in just 10 seconds remaining. We are going to see on the minimap the Wizards already rotating over. Stylex tries to hop in there, can't do it. Legend doing an excellent job holding it down. Wizards, though, holding it down over there, but we are going to see a massive gunfight go over there. Let's get on board with the Pico now, who's going to knows he has to control his frag nade. Comes in, and there we go. The Lambo's blowing up. A P2 going to be in there trying to hold him down as well. It is going to be contested. He knows someone's over there at the Lambo's, putting bullets in him. Can't connect, though. There he goes. Not still unable to get him. And you know what? Contesting just as important as locking it down. But you know what? TEC says, no, we're not going to contest. We're going to take it over ourselves. And there they go.
Yeah, perfect push. I love the way that Realize played that. He didn't challenge P2. He knew that P2 had that advantage over towards the blue van because he had that real nice head glitch there over towards the blue van section. And he didn't challenge it. He just waited for Mello to get his act together, get forward, and was able to pick up the kill on there and take control. And there we go. The score so currently 62-25 in favour of TEC. And Realize just got a really nice spawn actually towards the next basketball hardpoint. We've only got 16 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to be set up pretty much perfectly on the rotation for this next one, as we do see Epico managing to pick up the last few seconds on this garage hardpoint.
Yeah, they're set up quite nicely, but they are lacking over there for the defensive side on the pool. And let's see if they're going to be able to make anything happen. We are going to see them, though. Beautiful work on their part, and that's going to leave Moose inside the coach's hut, holding it down for his team. And ultimately, we've seen some great stuff from this guy. Let's see if they're going to be able to extend a lead. He is going to get challenged over to the right side, but he's got some defensive work there from Legend. Let's get on board with Legend. He's going to hop over here in the coach's corner, trying to avoid his Hellstorm. Picks up a beautiful kill there on Palooka, and he's going to make his way up this basketball steps where they have some great defensive work, but two from the Wizards team is going to be challenged out front side. Legend throws out smoke, which really is going to work against them, as it looks like they're going to be pushing through that smoke quite easily. But actually, no. That's pretty smart. I've got to
say, I'm really impressed with the way that TEC are able to hold down these hard points, especially Moose. He's just been going off as well as Mello as well. They both got that submachine gun roll, and there we go. 4-score streak, and he's so close. He's an assist away, a hair away, a sneeze away, whatever you want to class it as, from that Hellstorm missile. Going to come in big, and they've managed to get into triple figures now as we've got 5 minutes, 58 seconds left on the clock. Score 112-43, and TEC are taking this in style so far.
Oh, yeah, so far they are, and Hellstorm coming in, able to take out Stylex there, as we're going to see a rotation over. Wizards currently controlling that middle hard point, but Moose is trying to stay alive now. He's going to take some bullets. Can he get a kill? No, he can't, and that's going to end his reign for those score streaks. Realize, though, inside this money room, trying to rotate through the basketball stairs. Let's see if he can make anything happen. He is going to get stunned, signaling that he's going to be down there, putting some bullets in there. Can he win this gunfight? It's a crucial. He does. Oh, can't connect enough. And that's going to be P2 that he's in a gunfight, and there he goes, finally taking him out, and that's going to leave Moose to take over this hard point and really just extend a lead even further. Now, Connection definitely could have an issue here. One is from the EU, and one is from, Spain?
They're both EU, but yeah, the Wizards are from Spain by the looks of things. We see a lot of Spanish support in the chat. So they are both European teams. There we go, Realize picking up a Hellstorm missile there himself, actually, and he's running an escort drone. He's not running a war machine or a stealth jump. He's really confident about this because he thinks he's going to be able to pick up an escort drone against these guys, and it wouldn't surprise me. He's really starting to go off. Let's bring up the scoreboard though and see what's going on. We see Mello actually with 18 and 15. He's not actually got any defense skills, which is quite a surprise because he's been pushing into hard points and doing a lot of work breaking heals, I think. So great place for him to be able to do that and still be going top of the team. We see Realize though, that guy was pretty much anchoring, doing some great work, going 18 for 9 at the second, and he's going to be holding this laundry section down with the M8, and he's also picked up that MSMC, which is going to help him out at close range. But on the other team, Palooka actually going 10 to 21 right now, not doing too well. P2 also struggling with 8 to 15. You've got to look those 3 bars, those yellow 3 bars coming up on your screen when you have a look if that's going to be affecting them at all. But they're in that gaming house. That's their connection that they've got to be thinking about and worrying about really. And they've got 100 point deficit right now. They need to do something huge.
Yeah, they definitely do. Well, right now they're trying to do something. Is Hellstorm's going to come in, though, and that's probably going to end their reign inside this hard point. Epico, though, doing a great job hopping out and then hopping back in. There he goes in a gunfight, unable to take out Moose, and that's going to be Moose taking it over, but Wizards quick to take it right back again. Now, it is TEC trying to join the 100-point club by keeping the Wizards under the 100 points. They're at 166 now, have a commanding lead so far of 100 points, but the Wizards, though, trying to make a comeback. Wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. That's funny YouTube. I like that. That's the only thing going through my mind.
Yeah, let's not go into any further of that because it does get quite crude as the video goes later on. Unfortunately, Moose did just get taken out there on a 3-score streak, and I need to jump on board with the Wizards guys because we haven't seen them do too much so far. Let's give something new some love. I'm going to jump on board with Palooka right now as he's in the hard point. It's currently not contested. They've got 79 seconds on the clock, and they need to get something going. They've got 3 minutes 20 overall to do some work. He's got this M8 here. He's going to be pre-aiming towards this back door. He sees somebody out there. He's going to be able to kill him. No, he doesn't. Mello manages to pick up a big kill there, and P2 gets taken out as well. Starly, the last one left on the hardpoint. Great kills from him there to take out Mello. Hardpoint contested, 2 rushing in through the back, and this is how you play hardpoint. You know, you don't just push hardpoint on your own, but wow, Epico going back and getting a 2.
Look at this, yeah. I mean, they're about to break the 100-point mark. We are going to see a rotation. Sadly for them, it is going to be TEC currently in there. Let's get on board with Realize, who's got to hold this guy off over here to his right-hand side. He is going to be successful in taking out Stylex there. He has an escort drone as his final hardpoint. Let's see if he's going to be able to earn that later on in the game. Mello in here. He's going to be on top Lambo. Nobody really everybody on TEC neglecting that jail. Mello is going to rotate over, though. Can he get this kill in here? Yes, he does. He picks up a Pico there. Moose picking up Palooka, and Legend picking up Stylex there. Moose going off right now on a 2-kill streak. He's or excuse me, 3-kill streak. Let's get on board with him. He's in an interesting position, trying to control bottom art. We don't see this often, but this is a good thing because he knows Wizards are going to be spawning over there on that raid section, and since he's there, he's putting them in an awkward position. They know they have to get through him. He is going to get taken out, though, leaving Realize and Mello in there to go against Palooka and massive gunfights going on. Realize trying to stay alive. Who's going to win this? It looks like it is, in fact, going to be TEC taking it back over, but Wizards
winning everything. They're just winning everything.
They are.
Again, they've got that 100-point lead. Look at it, 204 to 104. We've got 1 minute 56 left on the clock. This is pretty much completely out of the way now for the Wizards. I don't think they're going to be able to come back into this game. And the thing is that TEC are just winning their gunfights. You know, I see some people in the chat saying, oh, TEC are Connection Warriors, blah, 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 blah. They got second at Reflex GT, and that's got absolutely nothing to do with Connection at all. That's a LAN tournament that happened not too long ago, and they placed second in that, if I believe, which, you know, wasn't too long ago. And AAA were in that tournament and stuff like that. But there were quite a few teams in there from the European side who were competing, and TEC managed to go second. So, you know, you can call them Connection Warriors all you like, but that must mean that half the community is Connection Warriors, because a lot of people do have good internet these days. But there we go, 209 to 121.
But what they're so superior at, as I've seen, is not even necessarily rotation, but just breaking that hard point.
Yeah.
They're so excellent. Right now, we're seeing the Wizards. Yeah, I mean, Palooka, Epico, and Stylex is going to be inside this hard point. TEC, though, is going to be making their way up here to try and break it, and if they do, they're just going to prove my point even further. Making his way through the smoke, able to get a kill there, but gets taken out himself. Stylex last alive in there. He is on a 3-kill streak. We are going to see a rotation over towards the midsection, but with just 50 seconds remaining and the score deficit that the Wizards have, the first game is, in fact, going to go to TEC, and they're going to be leading the series for a best-of-5, 1-0 against the Wizards.
Yeah, well, there we go. 1-0 against the Wizards, and they are only 2 maps away from knocking the Wizards down to the losers bracket. Anything can happen. We do see Stylex. He was just on a 4-score streak. I was going to jump on board with him. We see what he's going to be able to do. Is Peter actually picked up a turn on there. I don't think that was caught on stream, but I saw it on open stairs. Don't think that I didn't see that, Peter. That was a nice turn on there. 23 seconds left on the clock. 212 to 152, and it's me. I mean, like, you know, it's not the biggest deficit ever. They have got some time on the hard point, but they're just not able to get the defense down. Let's have a look at that defense column. Well, actually, no, they're not doing too bad. I do take that comment back. But, you know, TEC just winning their gunfights, and that's really what's been the difference. Not the biggest deficit ever. I definitely think Wizards can take some positives from this, and they can come back into the search and destroy and try and do it as wow. 3-piece there from Stylex, picking up Moose, Legend, and Mello. Great plays by him. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. They did start to pick up their game towards the end of the series, but yeah, not enough. TEC managing to take the first game 215 to 162.
Yeah, commanding lead really by about 60 points there. TEC coming out in commanding fashion and taking that win. We will be moving on to Search and Destroy. I believe Search and Destroy on Meltdown. We know that Search and Destroy, as we discussed earlier, Search and Destroy is really a game changer. If you can win those, then you can definitely win some tournaments. And Meltdown is really no exception for Search and Destroy. It's a great map to play on, especially for those AR players. We'll see if the Wizards are going to be able to step up their game. They are in a gaming house, so you would think that give them a distinct advantage. But TEC definitely taking it to them. We're looking like someone from TEC is not in the lobby. Once he gets in here, we'll be doing it again. But guys, make sure you tweet out the stream. Let's get some more people in here. We're at 1,099. We're at 1,700 in the last game. So let's try to get more people in here. Try to break that 1,700 mark. The other day we were at 1,800, so great stuff from that. Make sure to follow the stream, guys, if you haven't already.
Yeah,
please.
for sure. Yeah, we've got EGL10 coming up soon, guys, which I believe is all going to be streamed from this account. Please, Nick, our producer, tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm going to look like an idiot if that is wrong. But yeah, we've got a big LAN tournament coming up soon. Got a lot of teams going to that, I believe. I'm not sure what the capacity on the team is, but it's going to be a big one, absolutely huge. I can't wait. I'm hopefully going to be going. Things are in the works. I may be able to go, and I really want to cast with some of these guys. We've got Ton, we've got Gucci, who have been around. You casted with Gucci for the first time the other day, Taylor, and I watched a bit of that, and these are awesome casters. You know, I saw them at the weekend over at Gfinity, and I really respect a lot of them, and hopefully I can learn a lot of them if I'm going to be able to go to that. So if you are going to EGL, come and say hello. If you're not going to EGL, please come and watch on the screens now and on this stream, which you are watching at the very second, because I believe everything is going to be streamed on there. But yeah, Taylor.